Thank you for your kind words about the lecture and the question with regard to the milestones and minefields that I went through. I think most people, if on the road to success, are going to face various obstacles and barriers. There's no set answer in responding to them, but I've always felt that if you deal with people at whatever stage, wherever you are, with respect, and you listen to them, and you will then learn from them, and then you can lead. I often say we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So maybe we should listen more than we speak. So I guess I think those are some of the things I try to follow. Not always successfully, but I try. My impressions of the women that I have met, conversed with, and observed are that you have a very strong group of dedicated, hardworking women who care about the future of Japan, who also care about elevating women to the point where they can use their resources, their talents, and their dedication to help the economy and to help the stability of the country. So I've met with members of the Diet, both houses. I've met with non-governmental organizations. I'm particularly impressed with something called J-WIN, which deals with developing young women entrepreneurs and executive leaders. I've been very impressed with former members, and so you've got some strength there. And I think that if the strength is utilized, and they'll make sure it is, that it's going to make a difference for the better. I've been impressed with the men that I've met also. And you know, I believe that what we want is a balance. We're not saying the women are going to rule the whole world, although they could, but we're saying that we need to have men and women work together. And I found them to be very open-minded, exceedingly intelligent. We talked about many of the issues that Japan faces, you know, the energy situation, the nationalism. We talked obviously about womenomics. And as with the women, we talked about the need with the declining birth rate, an aging population, the need to bring more women who are being so highly educated into the workforce to work with the men. Bravo to Prime Minister Abe for specifically saying that this is one of the functions, womenomics. And I know that he has stated that I think 30% women will be increased in the workforce and in high positions by 2020. And I think it would be very helpful for people to work toward that goal and to hold him to that too. So it starts at the top, and he's there at the top. And having him articulate that desire is splendid. Having him implement it is going to be even better. I think all countries, especially thinking of developed countries, have a responsibility to try to assist other countries. You know, in so doing, there is the pragmatic benefit. The benefit is if you can enhance stability and economic vitality in countries, you can help your own country, because then you don't have the threats and the problems. It is true that women in developing countries particularly have been at the bottom of the totem pole, so to speak, and have been deprived of just basics. We know also that when you enhance the role of women, whether she's a farmer, whether she's an entrepreneur, executive, or a salesperson in some way, that you're going to enhance the society. So there are organizations that do that. And I think that countries, developed countries like the United States and Japan, should look to the sisterhood. I call it the sisterhood, and the sisterhood is connected to the brotherhood, which is what humanity is about. So we need to look at thinking of human trafficking, a lot of problems of that nature that women have had to suffer. And when you enhance the role of women, you enhance the role of families, and families are our future. Be careful when you call me a role model. Maybe in some ways, but I think my advice would be back to the idea of respecting people and learning from them, and then leading wherever you need to. But I also think a sense of humor is important. I also think hard work is important. Again, I often say the harder I work, the luckier I get. And I think my advice would also include taking chances. If you don't take chances, you just don't know how you can succeed or whether you will succeed, and you'll benefit from it anyway. Be enthusiastic, and again, work hard and continue with education. I think education is important. So there's a lot of things, but basic ability to respect and have credibility. Tisk, tisk. I think that the committee should indeed include women. And as a matter of fact, I think I mentioned in my speech too that one of the first Olympics, women could only engage in figure skating because they felt that it just wasn't, it would hurt them in some way. Now they're engaged in all the sports, and I think certainly they should be on the committee to render whatever decisions are made, because they're part of the sports world. But I congratulate Japan on hosting the 2020 Olympics. But yeah, get women involved. I think the Sasakawa Peace Foundation, incredible. I leave here a fan. I came here a fan, but I've even enhanced that feeling. You know, it actually got started when I was elected to Congress in 1986. And so I see that as a good omen for me that Sasakawa started then. And I've seen the programs, or some of the programs, that they've been involved in. And indeed, the Sasakawa Peace Foundation believes in bringing the world together. Friendship, understanding, learning from each other. And I just think it's a fascinating and wonderful and very important role that's being paid by it. And of course, the people I've met are terrific. I mean, the chairman, of course, and you know, Junko-san, and on my trip here too, Aya and Risa, and everybody has just been wonderful, understanding, and committed to Sasakawa Peace Foundation.